Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Cody Proctor. We start off tonight with breaking news. Right now we are tracking two large wildfires burning in Spokane County, one that's only steps away from downtown. Just this afternoon, the South Columbia Basin fire forced the entire town of Tyler to evacuate. We want to start off first tonight with the Upper Cemetery fire that was visible from all across the city of Spokane. This is also known as the Hills Fire. That fire's burning near the West Hills neighborhood tonight, just south of Palisades Park. Right now, the Washington Fire Marshal's office says that fire was threatening over 500 structures and homes at last check. Now, we just learned within the last couple of minutes that forward progress has been stopped on the fire. Take a look at your screen right now. This is the evacuation map. Level 2 evacuations are in place from west to north Rimrock Drive, east to North Government Way, south to West Greenwood Road, and north to West Sandridge Avenue extended. Crews say the fires burned about 50 acres so far. KREM 2 News has been one of the first to arrive on the scene. We want to turn things over now to Connor McAvoy, who's bringing us the latest tonight. Connor.
Multiple air and ground units are out here tonight trying to combat the fire, which is threatening hundreds of homes and structures, but it's also threatening the public's sense of safety. Flames too close for comfort.
Right after it started, my phone got the alert, and probably an hour after that, we kind of drove this way.
Miranda Hillman watches the destruction of the Upper Cemetery fire, also known as the Hills Fire, as it burns along the ridge above Palisades Christian Academy on Government Way. She says her family has fond memories of the area the fires burned.
We actually play basketball and bring the kids to the park most evenings at the school across the road, so we're always here.
Across the road, fire crews from all over Spokane County spent all evening spraying water and fighting the flames, trying to put them out. Air support swooped in, dropping water and fire retardant.
We'll be here throughout the night and hopefully have some kind of containment to report by the morning.
DNR Wildfire Communications Manager Ryan Roderick says the fires spread to an estimated 50 acres as ground and air crews work to put it out.
Just ask people to respect those road closures, stay out of the area if at all possible. Makes it much safer for you and much easier on our firefighters.
Safer while Spokane residents like Hillman reflect on what they've seen so far.
It's just like post-apocalyptic almost, with all the smoke and jets everywhere, and it is spooky.
With crews putting out the fire as fast as possible. Again, this fire is threatening hundreds of homes and structures right now. We'll continue to follow this story with any more updates as it develops. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
Connor, thanks so much. Now, before the Upper Cemetery fire broke out this afternoon, a frightening scene as the entire town of Tyler was forced to evacuate due to a fast-moving wildfire that exploded in size. State fire mobilization has been authorized to help take care of that fire. At last update, we learned the fires burned more than 200 acres and that forward progression has stopped. Right now, the town of Tyler remains under level 3 go now evacuations, along with level 1 and 2 evacuations for the surrounding area. KREM 2 spoke with a Tyler resident who said he was lucky to get out alive.
I was hoping to, hook up my camp trailer and get it out, but when I got there, there was so much smoke and fire that really all I could do is get the dogs and clothes.
And just within the last hour, the Washington State Patrol opened up State Route 904. The Red Cross opened up an evacuation center at Cheney High School tonight. For detailed evacuation maps and updates, go to our website, krem.com. We are also still following another fire that forced another town to evacuate, this time in north central Idaho. Just within the last few hours, we learned the Idaho town of Kendricks under level 2 get set evacuations. There were also level 3 go now evacuations issued for the entire town of Julietta in Idaho tonight. KREM 2 Shannon Mowdy brings us the latest.
Well, Mark, I am above the town of Julietta right now, and as I am standing here, there are no flames in the town. But of course, the Gwen fire and the nearby river fire have now been combined into what's being called the Gwen Fire Complex. Now, the Gwen fire and river fires started on
And it looks like we're experiencing some technical difficulties right there. In the meantime, let's move on now to an update on the Swawilla fire and Bridge Creek fire. They're both burning near Keller tonight. Level 3 go now evacuations remain in effect for the entire town of Keller and the surrounding areas for the Swawilla fire. That fire has burned more than 30,000 acres right now tonight. It is only 10% contained. Fire officials predict the fire will reach Keller and push towards the Buffalo Lake area. Meanwhile, crews are making some progress on the Bridge Creek fire. It's burning nearly 4,000 acres and is 20% contained. If you need a place to go, an evacuation center has been opened at the Lake Rosewood High School gym in Cooley Dam. The Keller Ferry is open, but only to help with evacuations. In the meantime, now, even though our temperatures significantly cooled down compared to what we experienced last weekend when we saw those triple digits, it is dry outside, and those dry conditions continue to create prime fire issues across the inland Northwest. Meteorologist Michelle Boss bringing us more tonight.
Yeah, we have not had any measurable rain for almost a month. In fact, the last time there was measurable rain at the Spokane airport was way back on June 30th. We did get a nice rain then, more than 1/10 of an inch, but it has been dry as a bone since then. And we are currently at a rainfall deficit to date, that's for the year, of more than 2 inches. So we could certainly use some wet weather around here, not really in the forecast anytime soon. Fortunately, we're not seeing a lot of wind out there right now. Wind should be on the light side tomorrow, but we'll be picking up again on Sunday. Temperature-wise, we're not going to see the extreme heat. We'll see temperatures pretty close to average over the weekend, which is going to be in the mid-80s. Right now, pretty comfortable out there. 73 in Spokane, 57 in Deer Park, cool there. Just under 70 in Moses Lake, 70 in Pomeroy, and 64 in Moscow. Clear skies, except for the haze and smoke out there. Looking at dry conditions over the weekend. Clear tonight, down into the mid-50s for lows. We are headed back in the mid-80s, middle to upper 80s tomorrow with hazy sunshine, and then dry again on Sunday. Sunshine at 86.
Michelle, thanks so much. In other news tonight, a pilot's dead after a single-engine aircraft tanker crashed while fighting the Falls Fire in Oregon. The Oregon National Guard was deployed for an ongoing search overnight when the plane went missing. That plane was found around noon today near Seneca, Oregon. The name of the pilot has not been released. The Durkee fire in eastern Oregon's grown to more than 288,000 acres. That fire is still 20% contained and remains the largest fire in the country. Some evacuations remain in place, but all evacuations in Malheur County for this fire have been lifted. More than 500 fire crews are still fighting that fire. It's believed to have been caused by lightning. And that was your KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time.